Congratulations, ladies. A great start to the season. Obviously, the energy was extremely high. To do exactly what you set out to do and to do it with energy and togetherness, just how special to any of you was tonight?
I think it was extremely special because we all had to come together as a team under adversity, and that's something we haven't done super much in the preseason. We've kind of been kind of going with the flow, kind of having set schedule, but I think having something unexpected happen and us all coming together as a team for her and for the person next to us was really special tonight.
Yeah, kind of building off of that, having a teammate go down, you never, ever like to see that, for any team in the whole entire nation. Like, that's just the worst case scenario. But having someone go down, we all came together and we really did it for her. And it's one of those things that you practice, but you don't ever hope that it happens or think it's going to happen. But I think tonight it really unified us. And before we went out there, the one thing we said was do it for her. We do it for each other every single day, but we also said do it for the girl in the chair right now in the boot. And I think that really guided us tonight, and I think that was the reason that we had such a strong finish.
When you're in such a long delay like that, whether it be for injury or whatnot, how are you guys staying warm and also just staying together in such a stress-filled moment?
I think it's just really important to just keep moving, whether it's going over to a teammate and giving them a pat on the back and say, you got this, think about everything you need to do and just keep going through it in your mind and just keep staying warm, because it's so important to be at your top game when you go out there. And if you're waiting there and just your brain's just going on and on and on, you need to find a teammate and just help them calm down so they can go out and perform at their best.
Yeah, it's important to just stick it through until the end and just find your people and keep the spirits high.
This is a question for Clara and Carly. I'm just curious about, obviously you guys subbed in for Leah in the middle of the meet. How does your preparation change? Take me through how you guys prepared for stepping in.
Yeah, that was obviously very unexpected, very sad for Leah. I kind of just took that moment and knew that I wanted to do it for her and do it for the team and keep this moment special, as it was our first meet and we worked really hard for it. Just staying cool and trusting my training was kind of the most important thing in that moment, trusting my teammates, knowing that they're going to carry me through this and it's not all on me, it's really a team thing.
Yeah. You go out and you do it for her. That was what was playing in my mind. Do it for Leah. Do it for Leah. And that's honestly what carried me through. And having my team behind me, screaming at the top of their lungs, that was what got me to the other side of the mat on my feet and celebrate. So it's very important to have a team like that.
Obviously, a big exclamation point finishing it off with the team event. When Coach Nikki played the music for me yesterday, you could just tell the 360, just the energy, just completely different. Just how special is it having that intensity and being able to match that intensity as a team?
I think that our music this year kind of really brings a spark that we didn't have last year. Last year we were like, yes, this is so fun. This year's kind of like, we're going to do this. So I think that it's kind of like when she says it's on and it starts with a hard-hitting music, it's like, all right, game time. And I have a little ritual where I pray before there's a beat in the music, and once I open my eyes, it's go time, and it's go time for everyone around me. So just looking at someone and saying, you got this, you got this, you got this, it's hard-hitting, and I think that really helps us be more powerful.
Kind of going off that, just last year, we were all new to the sport with a team full of basically all freshmen. And so, not that we were timid, but we were very much like, we're having fun, we're so happy to be here, let's put up our dukes, let's get down to it, you know what I mean? And this year, it's more like, we are a little bit more seasoned, we have purpose, we have a drive, we have a huge goal. We have huge goals. Last year we did too, but this year we're like, we've already seen what we can do, let's go up our game. And I think our music really does showcase that, and I think it also shows a difference in our team mentality of last year we were just happy to go out there, do the best we can. This year it's let's come together and let's do the goals that we know we can do, and we've set super high this year.
You all process information differently as a team, whether it's closing eyes and thinking, whether it's huddling. Just how important are those moments when you're together just to regroup and just to reset together?
I think the moments before we step out onto the mat with Coach Nikki are really important to each heat that we're in. And everyone kind of has their special thing, whether it's compulsory tumbling, doing their sticks cheer, or, just really any sort of deep breathing and bringing the energy, trying to get on sync with each other, because a lot of the things we do are synchronized. So kind of just finding your niche with your group that you're going out with is really important.
And just finding your person that you need and just grounding yourself, because that is the most important thing. So whether it's like, okay, you got this, here we go, or like, okay, this is what we need to do, think about every single step, but grounding yourself is important to go out and do your best job.
And I think that when we do that with Coach Nikki and Coach Mick, we always do a big deep breath in. And when you ground yourself right there, it almost just feels like we're so close as a team that it's like all of our hearts are beating in one moment. Like we really are one unit. That's what we say before every single team event, one unit. And I think that we went out there and showcased that tonight, and I hope we continue to do that this season.
There was a good crowd out there tonight, and also a lot of other athletic teams on campus in the crowd supporting you guys. How does it feel when you're out there on the floor, knowing that there's other Duquesne athletes supporting you and then the fans in general?
I think it means that means the most to me, especially because this is such a new sport and it just reached NCAA status, so it's huge. I really want people to know what we do because I think it is so amazing, the way we come together as a team. A lot of us come from gymnastics backgrounds or cheer backgrounds where you are focused on yourself individually, and I think that being a team sport is something that I really want to share with the world. So I think that other students and other athletes being able to see what we do is really important just because it's not as well known. Yeah.
I think it's pretty amazing that so many people come to kind of rally behind this new sport, like Rhea was saying, and it just feels like so much love is in the air. Everyone's excited, and that makes you there's a whole shift in energy, kind of like you talked about on meet day versus just a regular practice day, and it's just really fun.
All of you have had different levels of experience within this sport. This was the freshman's first opportunity. You've had mock meets, but this is the first time under the lights. Just how special was it to relay that experience you had to just calm those nerves that they might have had?
Honestly, going into today, I was very excited, and it felt still surreal that we were back in meet season already. It feels like we were just here, but it's also been a lifetime. But I was surprisingly the most excited just for the freshmen, not even for myself. And I went up to all of them, and I was asking how they were feeling. And honestly, this freshman class, they're beasts, man. They were not that nervous. They were I'm just so excited to be here. And so, yes, going through and being take a deep breath, practice how you perform how you practice. Everything's going to be fine. You've trained for this. But also, they were ready to do it.
And just remembering the feeling from our first meet last year, we wanted them to feel as close to that feeling as possible. And honestly, I think we did a pretty good job. The team event really came together, and I felt the feeling. More about you guys.
The spark.
But we all wanted that to really help them move through this whole meet and just get to the end and just be able to celebrate and feel the feeling.
Good. All right. Good job.
Thank you guys so much.
Of course.